Hi, my name is Shanali.
And my name is Tiernan.
We're the engineers at SparkShop, and we're so excited that you're learning engineering with us.
You might remember a little while ago, we asked you to submit questions to a Google survey, and we have taken those questions to friends and experts that work as mechanical engineers in all sorts of different jobs.
They sent back hours of answers. They were so excited to talk to you. So we've edited some of the best answers down for you to see here.
Hi there, my name is Wendy Rodan, and I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in Albany Park. I am currently calling from Seattle, and I live here in Seattle because I'm a PhD student. So Jaylene at McCutcheon asked, why do you like to be an engineer? And I like to be an engineer because I like to use math and science to solve problems that affect me, that affect my community, that affect my families, and that affect the people that I know and live around. And so as an engineer, I get to understand what the problem is, and then I get to involve many voices in the design of how is it that we're going to solve this problem? And in solving this problem, how do we work together to make sure that a lot of people get to contribute to the kinds of solutions that are in our everyday lives?
Hi, my name is Effie Lee, and I'm a mechanical engineer at Kitty Hawk in Palo Alto, California. I'm currently working on electric aircraft. The next question, Myrlin at McAuliffe asks, how are you working during the pandemic? So I chose to shoot this video at my desk. I'm at home in my dining room, and I've set up a workstation here with my work laptop and a big monitor that helps a lot. And this is just we're just in my dining room. So I'm at home. There's a couple other things that I did. I set up a 3D printer in my bedroom closet so I can prototype some parts quickly. Normally I do that at the office. And I cleared a corner of the garage with a work table and some of my tools so that when I have parts, when I order parts, and when I get parts, I can put things together and do some of the simpler tests there.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm a mechanical engineer working in Chicago. I work on the Pixel phones. The team that I'm on designs all the mechanical components that go into the phones. So it could be anything from screens to batteries to buttons. The next question is from Jonathan at Columbia Explorers Academy. How long does it take for you to build something like a camera? It kind of depends on what kind of camera you want to build. So, for example, behind this glass, there's actually a few cameras maybe you can see in there. This is not a phone that I worked on, but it's a competitive phone. And you can see there's this board that goes into this enclosure. And these are all the camera modules. And so I don't personally build the camera modules that get put into the phones, but I might build some prototypes. For that, it kind of depends on what, like how complex the prototype is. So it can vary from, it taking 2 seconds to put a prototype together, to taking, a week or two.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe Gambino. I now live in Tokyo. Kevin at Columbia Explorers Academy asks, how do you get all of your ideas to make things that would help people? That is a great question, Kevin. That is my favorite question. And basically, the answer is that you have to talk to those people. Often people that you interview when you're researching a problem, they know what they want, but they don't know how to make it. And so you can be the ones who make it, and then you can go to them quickly and give them something to try. And usually they won't like the first thing you make. And so they'll tell you why it sucks, and you'll say thank you very much. And then you'll go back and make it better. And you just do that a few times. But the ideas always come from those other people that you would like to help.
Hey, my name is Dominic, and I'm a mechanical engineer at Neuralink. Michael from McAuliffe asked, can mechanical engineers change the future? Yes, absolutely. Mechanical engineers get to work on a lot of different projects, anywhere from cars to cell phones to rockets and even implants. At the moment, there are mechanical engineers working to make it so that the same way you can currently go on a plane and travel to a different country, we'll one day be able to travel to different planets on spaceships. There are also mechanical engineers working to help people with disabilities. Some people have lost the ability to walk, so mechanical engineers are working to help them regain that ability. As a mechanical engineer, or really any kind of engineer, the possibilities of what you can do are only limited by your imagination.
Hi, my name is Jim Bittler. I have a master's degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Illinois at Chicago, UIC. This next question is from Katori from McCutcheon. Why did you want to be an engineer? And is it scary when you mess things up? Oh, the first part's easier to answer. As a kid, I would really love solving puzzles and working with my hands, and also imagining up vehicles and buildings and designing imaginary things. I didn't really know what an engineer was when I was a kid. I just liked to do those things. Those people around me, such as my parents and my teachers, encouraged me to study engineering after high school. The second part of the question is it scary when you mess up? Making mistakes in anything is always scary and frustrating, and it can also prevent you from coming up with new ideas or acting on your new ideas. Fortunately, engineers spend a lot of time both in college and in the professional life training to not make mistakes, or at the very least to identify mistakes. At our core, what we do is we take really large, complex problems that don't seem solvable, and we break them down into simpler and simpler problems. And then we solve each one of those small problems, which are easier to approach, and we are very attentive to detail. And in addition to that, engineers always work together. It's a collaborative field. You're always going to have peers. You're always going to work on design teams. You guys will all end up working together and bouncing ideas off each other and brainstorming together. And because you have this type of peer review always available to you, when you do make a mistake, it's typically caught fairly early on. So the mistakes are scary, but if you're a good engineer, you'll catch them before they do any real damage.